afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this bad hair day.
It really is. It's so humid outside.
It really is humid. It
feels like summertime.
It feels like it's going to rain at any second, but we'll see. Not right for the moment, anyway. A man now famous for a few words topping our news today. What does Aaron Rodgers have to say about the situation in Green Bay?
The saga continues. One of the teenagers accused of participating in the Arboretum killing of a doctor pleaded guilty today.
And Joe Biden met with George Floyd's family 1 year after his murder. We'll find out what's changed. Let's take a look outside on this Tuesday. Felt like it was going to rain all day, but
it did. A little stormy to the north of us.
Yeah, there's possible severe weather in the area, but a big drop in temps. If you don't like it this warm, you're in luck. And it's in the backyard. How cold is it going to get?
It is going to swing quite a bit by the end of the week. Right now, though, the focus is on our radar and the potential for some strong thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms possible, mainly well northwest of our area. Juneau and Adams County included in this severe thunderstorm watch, but most of southern Wisconsin just watching the radar for us this evening. That line is moving just east of the Twin Cities right now. You can see a lot of lightning along with it. For us, we really just have a few little isolated showers passing through right now. It does look like the sky could pop open at any minute, but most of the storms and rain is still, they're still well north of our area. Downtown Madison right now, quite a cloudy sky, a very warm day, a breezy day. Wind speeds have been picking up generally in the teens for most of the area and dew points in the mid-60s. Now, high temperatures tomorrow will drop back to the low 70s under a mostly sunny sky. And by the end of the week, we're going to see those high temperatures dropping back even more, possibly into the 50s. So a cool trend on the way. Traffic conditions right now along the Beltline look fairly smooth for us throughout Dane County and in Rock County right now. We actually aren't seeing any delays along the interstate, but we'll keep a close eye on those traffic conditions and the radar as we look ahead through the rest of this evening.
All right, we'll check back in a bit. Dana, thank you. The Aaron Rodgers saga is entering its 22nd day, and this afternoon, we're finally hearing from his teammates and others as to how it's affecting their offseason.
Here to tell us more about the goings-on in Green Bay is our sports director, Zach Hanley. Zach?
Well, when I'm here, you know what we're talking about. We've entered a new chapter in the offseason saga between Aaron Rodgers and the Packers front office called QB1 Speaks. For the first time since the NFC Championship game, Rodgers kind of addressed the rift that was reported on draft day last night on SportsCenter with Kenny Mayne.
I love the coaching staff, love my teammates, I love the fan base in Green Bay. It's incredible 16 years. It's just kind of about a philosophy, and maybe forgetting that it is about the people that make the thing go. It's about character. It's about culture. It's about doing things the right way.
And other than that, Rodgers didn't really say much regarding the Packers. Now, most of those teammates he loves were participating in day 2 of Green Bay's OTAs. And remember, the OTAs are voluntary, so players don't have to be there. But a lot were, and the vibe on the Rodgers situation from them, well, they expect their quarterback to be back with the Pack.
Kari Sanford set this up. Elijah did not know that this was going to happen ahead of time, but when the event did occur, Elijah helped drive the van, and that facilitated this kidnapping.
Oh, that wasn't Adrian Amos, but besides Rodgers, other big names that weren't on the field for OTAs, Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Jair Alexander, and David Bakhtiari, who's recovering from an injury. Now, I'm looking forward to the chapter in the saga called Forgiveness, and he's back with the Packers.
So what did he have to say, the player?
Well, he said they expect him to be back. They know it's going to take some time, but the big thing is for the Packers, they just need time and forgiveness, but they also know this is a business, so anything can happen.
I'm sure he'll be back someday soon.
Don't go
Fingers
far,
crossed.
All right, Zach, thank you. Moderna says its COVID-19 vaccine is safe for kids ages 12 to 17. The company plans to ask regulators to authorize the shot's emergency use in that age group. In phase 2, more than 3,700 children between the ages of 12 and 17 were studied. Moderna says blood tests showed its vaccine produced an immune response equal to earlier findings in adults. None of the vaccinated children got sick with COVID-19 2 weeks after their their second dose, while 4 children who received the placebo tested positive. Moderna plans to ask the FDA to authorize its vaccine for 12-year-olds and teens in early June.
The U.S. is expected to reach a major vaccine milestone today. The White House says 50% of adults will be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. That's nearly 129 million people. President Biden has said he wants 160 million adults to be fully vaccinated by July 4th.
Today, a guilty plea from one of the 2 teenagers accused of murdering a Madison doctor and her husband. A judge accepted Elijah LaRue's plea to felony murder kidnapping in Dane County Court this afternoon.
Brady Mallory takes you to today's court hearing for LaRue and joins us with more on what the agreement means for his charges. Brady?
Well, by pleading guilty to murder kidnapping, that means the state will dismiss 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. In exchange, LaRue will likely testify against Curry Sanford at his trial. Sanford faces first-degree intentional homicide and is accused of killing Dr. Beth Potter and Robin Curry last year over a fight about COVID-19 restrictions. They're the parents of Sanford's then-girlfriend. A jogger found their bodies in a ditch at the UW Arboretum in the March of 2020. Today in court, LaRue's attorney said Sanford was the mastermind, and LaRue went along with the plan. Even though LaRue isn't the one who directly murdered Potter and Curry, by pleading guilty to these charges, he's admitting to helping with the kidnapping that led to their deaths.
Curry Sanford set this up. Elijah did not know that this was going to happen ahead of time, but when the event did occur, Elijah helped drive the van, and that facilitated this kidnapping.
Here, LaRue requested a separate trial from Sanford. Right now, there's no agreement to LaRue's sentencing. He could face 55 years if convicted, but his attorney says they'll likely ask for a lighter sentence.
All right, Brady, thank you. 1 year ago today, a former Minneapolis police officer killed George Floyd while people watched in protest. His death sparked outrage and months of demonstrations around the U.S. with demands for police reform.
Floyd's family is in Washington today to echo those calls to President Biden and members of Congress. Skylar Henry reports from the White House.
Gatherings in Minneapolis and around the nation mark the 1-year commemoration of the tragic police-involved killing of George Floyd.
There's been a lot of names added to the list after my brother's death. And still nothing is being done.
Gunshots rang out, sending a reporter and others running for cover at a memorial site near the scene of Floyd's death. No one was injured. Members of Floyd's family, including his young daughter Gianna, went to Washington, D.C., where they first met with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and California Congresswoman Karen Bass. Afterwards, they met privately with President Biden at the White House.
He has a close relationship with them, or they've really impacted him in their courage and grace over the last year.
Floyd's death sparked months of protests throughout the country and around the world, renewing calls for police reform. President Biden had asked Congress to pass legislation by today's commemoration, but lawmakers won't meet that goal.
We will get this bill on President Biden's desk.
This afternoon, the Floyd family is meeting with lead Senate negotiators on the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. One of them, New Jersey Democrat Cory Booker, spoke to CBS this morning.
We want to get this deal right and not quick, and I'm very encouraged.
The Justice Department has opened a probe into policing practices in Minneapolis, and the 4 former officers involved in Floyd's arrest and death have been indicted on federal civil rights charges. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was convicted of Floyd's murder and is scheduled to be sentenced a month from now. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
A local judge has delayed the state trial of the other 3 officers involved in George Floyd's death due to the federal case. Geneva, Switzerland will be the site of a newly announced face-to-face meeting between President Biden and Russia's President Vladimir Putin. The White House hopes the meeting will improve the fraught relationship that has only worsened in the first months of the Democratic administration. The June 16th summit in Geneva is being tacked on to the end end of Biden's first international trip as president. He'll also visit Britain for a meeting of the Group of 7 world leaders and attend a NATO summit in Brussels.
Governor Evers signed an executive order for flags to be flown at half-staff today in commemoration of the burial of a Korean War veteran. John Jack Valentine was 25 of Cassville. He was declared killed in action on December 31st, 1953, but his remains were not identified until this past March. In reality, he was reported missing in action on December 6th, 1950, after his unit was attacked by enemy forces as they attempted to withdraw from North Korea. Following the battle, his remains could not be identified, but eventually made it back to Hawaii in 2018.
It is the end of an era for the Reedsburg School District. After 54 years, bus driver Jim Deese is retiring. He started driving kids in the district when he was just 27 years old. Now at 81, the district was able to say a few words about what they're going to miss the most about him.
Everything about Jim was students first and caring about them as individuals, to remembering their birthday. I know that was a special thing that he always would do, is remember kids' birthdays, and that's tough to do with a full bus of students that are always constantly changing.
Today was Jim's last day driving his last route. Tonight at 6, our Jamie Perez spoke with him about what the last 5 decades have meant to him.
54 years driving a school bus. Yes, indeed. Well, are you thinking of taking a trip by plane this summer? You're not alone.
Nope. When we come back, more people flying means higher ticket prices. What you need to know about travel this summer when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Hey sandwich fan, new Denny's melts belong in your hands. Patty melt's a classic. Big Dipper, fantastic. Nashville hot chicken, bombastic. 4 melts, grilled to please. And now you can join our team. Apply at Denny's today.
Finally, a makeup made just for us.
Age Perfect Foundation by L'Oreal Paris. A super hydrating serum enriched with vitamin B3 in a lightweight formula.
It doesn't settle into your line.
Age Perfect Foundation by L'Oreal Paris.
We are worth it.
Try our new scented oils for freshness that lasts. Crafted to give you amazingly natural smelling fragrances day after day for up to 60 days. Give us one plug for freshness that lasts.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
As your trusted local source for high-quality bath, showers, and walk-in tubs, Mad City Baths offers luxurious solutions for every budget with installations in as little as 1 day. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, and these are the final days of our spring blowout sale. Save $1,000 with interest-free financing for 2 years and a $100 gift card with purchase. But act now and double your savings to $2,000 on a new bath or shower system. Double your interest-free financing to 4 years. Double your bonus to a $200 gift card with purchase. Plus, call during this program and we'll double your gift from a $25 to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Final days from Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin. Call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get up to 18% of MSRP cash back on select 2021 Chevy SUV models, or get a $4,000 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Harker Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back. Now that COVID cases are dropping and more Americans are vaccinated, air travel is expected to soar this summer.
Today, federal officials released outlines in order to keep everyone safe during the pandemic. With big crowds expected, flyers are being urged to take steps to make the travel experience quicker, like enrolling in TSA PreCheck to avoid long lines, utilizing touchless technology, and allowing extra time at the airport. While mask rules are starting to loosen, that is not the case in airports and on flights.
It is a federal mandate that one must wear a mask in an airport, and we will not tolerate behavior that violates the law.
One challenge that still lies ahead is getting international travel fully back on track. Travel experts expect some reopening of international routes this summer. The CDC advises people to be fully vaccinated before traveling out of the country.
Stocks lost some ground today. The Dow Industrials losing 81 points, closing at 34,312. The NASDAQ gave up 4. The S&P 500 was off nearly 9. Well, many people don't understand how much math and specifically geometry govern their everyday lives.
No, it starts from the very beginning. Right when we come out of the womb, we want to know where things are, what they look like, and how to get from one place to another. And that's all geometry.
That's the topic of a new book, Shape, the Hidden Geometry of Information, Biology, Strategy, Democracy, and Everything Else. Its author, UW Madison mathematics professor Jordan Ellenberg joins us once again.
Jordan,
good to see you again.
Good to see you. Nice to have you in person on the patio.
I know, right? It's lovely out here.
We're getting there.
We should always do it out here.
We're getting there. So let's talk about geometry. Why do we study this? You know, you're in high school. I'll never use this.
I know there's so many reasons and so many people coming away thinking it's just about triangles. Why?
Right.
And look, there are some triangles in this book. I don't want to disappoint people. I put some triangles in, but it's so much more than that. Just like you said, every time we talk about things being near or far from each other, even if it's just a metaphor, that's like geometric thinking. And it applies to pandemics in the book. It applies to the way we draw our assembly districts here in Wisconsin. There's a lot about that. It applies to artificial intelligence, which is on everybody's lips, right? Thinking about how it actually works, what's in the guts of those systems. I read a lot about that too, and it's all geometry under the hood.
So the book is full of stories about how geometry influences so many things in our life. Tell us some of the specific stories, like that you would never think, oh, that has anything to do with
gerrymandering.
Yeah, and that's a perfect example because I think a lot of people think it has to do with the districts looking funny, having these like crazy shapes like two octopuses making friends or something like that. But, you know, in reality, you can now with computers make districts that are very gerrymandered, but they look fine. You can't see it by the naked eye. So it's kind of a higher and more abstract geometry. This is a little mind-bending, but it's the geometry of the space of all the possible ways you could cut up the state of Wisconsin into districts, which, let me tell you, is a lot of ways. And so the geometry is like pretty complex, but I lay it all out in the book.
Wow.
And Abraham Lincoln, the former president, was into geometry.
He was. This is something I learned while writing. I mean, one of the fun things about writing a book like this is you learn so much stuff. So Abraham Lincoln, you know, when he was a lawyer, before he was president, he's like, well, I'm always called into court to prove stuff. What does that even mean? Wait a minute. I don't know what it means when they're asking me to prove something. So he went back and read all 6 books of Euclid to understand what is a proof.
Wow, well, that's fascinating. Yeah. So what inspired you to write this book? You've been teaching math at the UW for what, 15 years, 16 years?
Absolutely.
Where did you come up with this idea?
Well, you know, I consider it part of my teaching in a way, you know. It's the same kind of thing I do in the classroom, telling stories about mathematics. You know, I found that I write a lot of articles in the newspaper and magazines and stuff like that about a mathematical lens on everyday life, and I started to see this common thread, this kind of geometric aspect to all these things we're thinking about, whether it be our legislative districts, whether it be AI, whether it be American history, or, you know, I didn't expect to write a lot about pandemics, but around last year when I was writing this, I suddenly got really interested in that topic, like a lot of people did, and that too, the spread of a pandemic is a very geometric process. So I was learning about that and writing about it in real time.
So how could you change how we reacted to the pandemic? looking at the geometry of it?
I think that's a great question, and I think one thing that it took people some time to grasp is just how heterogeneous it was. You know, you look at the numbers for the whole country at once, and you're missing some of the geometry of things playing out really differently in one state versus another, or within one state in one region versus another. That's like a rather delicate thing that involves thinking of the geometry of the whole system, and I think it took some time for people to really grasp that.
Well, when I took geometry, I struggled through it mercilessly in high school. But I think if I had seen it from this perspective, it might have been a little less intimidating. Do you think, I mean, it'll make people more appreciative of math and not so scared of it?
I hope so, and that's what I'm always trying to do when I write. You know, there's so many different ways to teach math, and there's so many different ways to share these ideas, and the way we do it in class, it works for some kids and it doesn't work for others. But I truly believe that every kid, and for that matter, every adult, thinks mathematically and is mathematical. It's just a question of what's going to resonate with you, what's going to work for you. So I hope this works for some people.
Even if you struggle in math, will this book resonate, do you think?
Oh, I think so, because it's all stories. It's stories of the people who made this mathematics. You know, one thing I say all the time, math is made of people. It's not an abstract thing out in space. Exactly. Yeah. It's people who had problems they wanted to solve, and that's why they created this stuff, and they're in the book.
You know, because of geometry, I'm doing this job today.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, if you'd have taught it that way in high school, I think it would have taken a different path.
Oh, yeah.
The book is available online everywhere you buy books.
Hold up the book,
it's on sale today. Today's the first day.
Oh, congratulations. I can't wait
It's
to
pretty
read
exciting. It's an exciting day. After a couple years of writing it, today's the day.
Jordan, thanks for being with us today.
Great to see you, and have a great semester next semester.
Awesome.
Things get back to normal.
I'll be back in the classroom. I'm excited.
Great to see you.
Thanks again.
Okay, thank you.
Well, as we reported at the top of this broadcast, today marks the one-year anniversary of George Floyd's murder.
How a country and the world has changed in the past year, and what still needs to be done. That's coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
Tonight on CBS, it's a night of suspense, beginning with NCIS, followed by FBI and FBI Most Wanted. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Mobility is a key component for a safe bathing experience. That's why Mad City Baths proudly offers walk-in showers, roll-in showers, and walk-in baths with easy access and safety upgrades to fit your needs.
Now to have this amazing new shower that's walk-in is fantastic.
Remember, we install in as little as 1 day, but these are the final days of our spring blowout sale. Save $1,000 with interest-free financing for 2 years and a $100 gift card with purchase. But call now and we'll double your savings to $2,000 on your new bath or shower. Double your interest-free financing to 4 years. Double your bonus to a $200 gift card with purchase. Plus, call during this program and double your gift to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Final days for these savings. Call 608-729-4466.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get up to 18% of MSRP cash back on select 2021 models. That's over $4,700 cash back on this Equinox. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
About $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Are you tired of hearing it's not in stock?
Madison's locally owned A1 Furniture has a huge selection of in-stock inventory available for immediate pickup or delivery. A1 has the lowest prices around. Plus, with the A1 Instant Rebate, you get $50 off of every $500 spent. This 5-piece living room set for just $9.99. Name brand mattresses in stock like this queen pillow top, just $3.99.
Shop in-store or online and save with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Take a look at this.
Yeah. That's me. It's okay.
This is Otis. It's first time in a cat carrier backpack. His human Oleg is taking him on a cruise around the neighborhood on his longboard. They get a few stairs, make some new friends, and overall the cat seems to enjoy the ride. The carrier is supposed to keep Otis safe and comfortable. Oleg says the hard part was getting him in it. That part of their experience took over an hour. Maybe Oleg should consider getting a dog.
Yeah, the kitty actually looked pretty calm during that ride.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah.
He felt pretty secure in there.
Yeah, he looks pretty happy.
There you go. All right, you got to take your cat on a car carrier or backpack, Dana. Oh, look at Kitty.
Maybe. I really enjoy seeing people who are out like hiking with their cats.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah. My cat would not. He's very much so an indoor kitty cat.
All right, Memorial Day weekend is quickly approaching, and this is the time of the year that really gets one Wisconsin veteran excited to help out those in need.
The veteran himself runs Always Remembered Flags, and you may have come across him before in your community. You'll find Mac McClatchy driving all around the 608 and really across the state, hauling what he calls his mobile unit. It's not just any trailer. This one is extra special to Mac, one that he runs Always Remembered Flags out of.
His nonprofit started about 10 years ago now with the mission of helping homeless veterans. The AR flag symbolizes and acknowledges everyone who has or will serve in the military. Since working with the Community Action Coalition of South Central Wisconsin, he's been able to help 35 veterans.
Either you do it 100% or don't do it at all. My daddy brought me up that way. You know, if you're going to do something, do it 100%. My problem, I've had to work a little harder than everybody else to get to that 100%. But that's fine, too. The greatest thing is I got my wife that has supported me continually.
Mac's wife, Carol, helps him out with some of the administrative work that goes along with the job, but Mac's the one you'll find manning the trailer at area events and parades, and all of the donations raised go directly to helping homeless vets of Wisconsin. They're able to buy what's essential in moving veterans from a homeless status to housing and all of the things needed in between.
And this Memorial Day weekend, you'll be able to find Mac in Oconomowoc on Saturday at the Honor Ride celebration from 9 to 8.
And then at the Texas Roadhouse on Madison's east side on Monday from 11 to 8. And if you have anything, by the way, you want us to cover in your community, go to channel3000.com.
Dana's here now. It's hard to believe it's Memorial Day weekend already.
I know. It is fast forwarding and moving here very quickly. We've been in a little bit of a warm stretch, but by the time we get to the end of the week, some cooler air is certainly going to build in. Here's a live look at downtown right now where it's dry. We do have some showers and thunderstorms northwest of us. We'll take a closer look at the radar right after the break.
It was just swift, and they cleaned up pretty good after themselves, so no complaints.
Yeah, the whole bathroom is basically warranted for life. We don't have anything to worry about, so that was a huge selling point for us.
With a new bath or shower from Mad City Baths, you also benefit from Microban antimicrobial protection that prevents bacteria, mold, and mildew for easy cleaning. Don't wait any longer for your dream bath or shower. Final days of our spring blowout sale. Save $1,000 with interest-free financing for 2 years and a $100 gift card with purchase. But act now to double your savings to $2,000. Double your interest-free financing to 4 years. Double your bonus with purchase. Plus, call during this program and double your gift to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Final days for these savings. Call 608-729-4466.
Family is just very important. She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy, been treating my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene, Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching, or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
So we are going to continue to keep a very close eye on the radar through the rest of your evening. Here's a look over the last few hours. We have had a few isolated showers move through. Right now, it does look like we have a little heavier rain spot just south of Monroe and south of Rock County. But these stronger thunderstorms still well up to the northwest. In fact, this line that's stretching through Eau Claire right now triggering a few severe thunderstorm warnings. A lot of lightning along with this, some heavier rain and stronger wind gusts. And this is all a part of that severe thunderstorm watch that's stretching through most of northwestern Wisconsin. But for our area, it does include Juneau and Adams counties. And that goes until 10 o'clock tonight as this line continues to press southeast and driving those chances for thunderstorms into our area. This is the area that we've kind of been watching throughout the day. Actually, it lines right up where there is a slight risk for severe weather as we look ahead through the afternoon, the rest of the afternoon, the evening, and the early hours overnight. Now, we are expecting the thunder, of course, through the rest of this evening. Tomorrow should be sunny and pleasant and a little cooler outside. And by Thursday and Friday, another opportunity for showers and breezy conditions will build in for us. So we do have this cold front that's driving all of these rain chances in our direction. This stretches all the way down into parts of actually Nebraska, Iowa, and Missouri, even down into parts of Oklahoma. Behind this cold front, we'll be back to sunshine, but it is going to be a little cooler outside. Quite a swing from the 80-degree temps that we had over the weekend. By the end of the week, some folks might even be turning the heat on overnight. Mark will probably be needing to warm up a little bit. It's going to be cool outside. So we have scattered showers through probably your evening commute into the early evening hours. But by 9, 10 o'clock, most of the rain has moved out. And as we move into Wednesday morning, the cloud coverage clears out as well. Temperatures overnight only dropping to the mid to low 60s. Afternoon highs in the low 70s. So pretty seasonable for tomorrow. Cooler air really building in for Thursday and Friday, though. Thursday, we're in the 40s. Another system drives and shower chances late Thursday. High temperatures will struggle to get to the mid-50s on Thursday, and that cool trend will carry us into Friday also. Overall rain totals for the rest of the afternoon and evening could see some areas pick up about 1/2 inch of rain. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those thunderstorms slow down a little bit, that our totals creep up a little more closer to 1 inch. And then some drier weather expected to build in as we look ahead towards the start of June. A little bit of a downtrend on our rain chances looking ahead to next week. Tomorrow, 72 the high, mostly sunny skies, a little breezy outside behind this front, and certainly cooler and less humid. I'm very excited about the drop in our humidity. Thursday, the shower chances build in later in the day. Friday, we'll have shower chances. Temperature-wise, though, for Thursday and Friday in the 50s with overnight lows close to 40 degrees for early Friday morning, early Saturday morning. For your Memorial Day weekend, we'll stay dry and sunny for Saturday and Sunday. Monday, seasonable outside. We're in the low 70s, but that is going to come along with a slight chance for some showers and a better chance for some showers expected to build in heading into Tuesday and Wednesday. Those temperatures in the 70s looking ahead to next week. So again, Mark probably going to turn on the heat.
No, I'm looking forward to the cooler weather.
Sure. And then Susan, I enjoy the cooler weather. Are you okay with the drop?
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's going to be good.
We'll have a little drop for the end of May, just a reminder of how cool it can get before we see those temps climb again.
Which is normal, right? Mid-70s?
Mid-70s. Mid-70s would be perfect for where we're at right now. Still a little behind on our rain chances, our total precipitation, so some showers building in. That's good news for us.
But a good holiday weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks great.
Does look good.
Thanks, Dana.
Well, today marks the one-year anniversary of the death of George Floyd at the hands of a Minneapolis police officer.
That tragedy reignited the fight for police reform across the country.
Michael George looks back on what's changed in the last year and what's next in the debate over policing in America.
It was 9 minutes that shocked the nation's conscience. Last May, millions saw this bystander video showing Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin kneeling on George Floyd's neck as he begged for air.
Get off of his neck!
Floyd's death led to an outcry for justice. Protests and anger broke out across the U.S. and even overseas. People marched for George Floyd in the UK, Germany, New Zealand, and Japan.
I think that seeing was believing for a lot of people, and I think they woke up.
DeRay McKesson is co-founder of Campaign Zero, a group fighting for police reform. He says Floyd's death opened many people's eyes.
I think that for black people, it was like deja vu. It was like we've been here before, we've seen it. I think for a lot of other people, it was shock. People were like, I can't believe the country's like, and we were like, the country's been like this. You just saw it on camera, right?
In April, Chauvin was convicted of murder and manslaughter. 3 other officers are also facing trial. Since Floyd's death, 36 states have passed some form of police reform, and many communities are cutting police funding. But some have pushed back, saying police are being unfairly demonized. In Seattle, police say 20% of their officers have quit over low morale.
When you've got rocks and bottles and in some cases cinder blocks thrown at you, and we have to stand there and take it, it's discouraging.
The George Floyd Justice in Policing Act, which includes a ban on chokeholds and no-knock warrants, is stalled in the U.S. Senate. And cases like the death of Dante Wright at the hands of an officer just last month have activists saying the fight for police reform has a long way to go. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The Biden administration set a goal of passing the George Floyd Act by today on the one-year anniversary of Floyd's death.
But they've since backed off on that goal to allow more time for negotiations in the Senate. And we're continuing our conversation about the state of hate in Wisconsin, diving deeper into hate crimes on the basis of religion.
Tonight at 5 and 6, Christina Laurie looks at how the Jewish community in the city is being affected. And at 6:30 tonight, we are repeating Charlotte DeLeste's special For the Record on hate crimes directed at Asian Americans.
Well, 'tis the season, time to break out the insect repellent when you're headed outside.
And of course, not all bug sprays are created equal. Consumer Reports has some recommendations for you when Live at 4 continues.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
Love to hear that. Right now, your LeafGuard brand gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your LeafGuard purchase. Call now to set up a free estimate.
For Deb, living with constipation with belly pain was the same old story for years. Trying this, doing that, spending countless days right here. Still came the belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Awful feelings she kept sugarcoating. Finally, with the help of her doctor, it came to be. that her symptoms were all signs of IBS-C, and that's why she said yes to adding Linzess. Linzess is not a laxative. It helps you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and is proven to help relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Could your story also be about IBS-C? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Tonight at 5, Aaron Rodgers says he has an issue with the philosophy in Green Bay. We'll hear from him about his status with the Packers tonight at 5.
After some showers and thunderstorms tonight, Wednesday will be sunny and cooler. More showers and much cooler weather arrives for Thursday and Friday. Our first warn forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, on the 1-year anniversary of George Floyd's death, we'll take a look at what is changing about policing here in Madison. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Here's a live look downtown. Sunny skies, some clouds in the background. We're watching some rain showers on the radar as well. Nothing right now in the Madison area. Dana will have an update for us in just a little bit. However you spend your time outdoors, camping, hiking, or even just hanging out in the backyard, it's important to protect yourself from ticks and mosquitoes.
Leah Lynchide takes a look at the top-rated repellents from Consumer Reports.
Bug-borne diseases are on the rise all across the country, and it's not just the ones you might have heard of.
According to the CDC, at least 9 mosquito and tick-borne diseases have been reported for the first time in the U.S. since 2004. So it's really important to protect yourself against these diseases.
A good form of protection can be an insect repellent. Testers apply a standard dose of repellent to test subjects' skin. After 30 minutes, these willing panelists stick their arms into cages filled with 200 disease-free mosquitoes.
Our testing paints a pretty clear picture. No matter the brand or what kind of repellent you're using, products made with 15 to 30% DEET worked the best.
2 of CR's best buy options are Total Home CVS Woodland Scent Insect Repellent and 3M Ultrathon Insect Repellent 8. The EPA says DEET has been thoroughly tested and is safe when properly used. But if you're still looking for a non-DEET alternative,
products with 30% oil of lemon eucalyptus are good alternatives, and we also have a few high scorers that contain 20% picaridin.
No matter which repellent you choose, to be effective, it has to be applied properly. Use a thin coat on all exposed skin. You can also spray on top of your clothes, but don't apply under your clothing. And be sure to wash your hands after applying and wash off the repellent after returning indoors. For News 3 Now, this is Leah Lynchide.
Consumer Reports tests also show that products that are most effective against mosquitoes are also effective against ticks.
Or just stay inside.
No, this is the time to get outside.
Well, we've been talking more nationally about the effects of George Floyd's murder, but what does it look like in Madison?
Gabriella Becerra is live downtown to take a look at what a difference a year makes. We'll have that story coming up next at 5.
Find yourself in a bind? I know a good plumber.
We are RHD Plumbing. We service all of Wisconsin, and we have grown a nice, large family business that we're really proud of. We service anything from huge, large commercial plumbing jobs to small, really small plumbing jobs. And it's really important for us to make sure that we take care of our customers each and every day.
I just want to talk a little bit about the business that you and Mark have built. And I know family is obviously so important to you. And not only the amount of family that you and Mark have that work for the business, but how you really view all of the employees as part of the family.
Yes, absolutely. Back in 2017, when we purchased the business from the previous owners, we knew right away we wanted to cultivate a family-oriented business culture and environment for our employees. I believe that those relationships that we've created within our environment only motivate and enhance our employees to work at their peak, and just gives a healthy company mindset, only best for our clients and our customers.
Absolutely. Tell us about this beautiful showroom and what people can come in and check out here with you guys.
Sure. We provide and install many different products that are on the market right now. But in our showroom, you'll find sinks, faucets, tubs, shower modules, toilets, all by trusted brands. We are really dedicated to staying up to date on all the newest in plumbing technology. The newest being probably the touchless and automation products that are coming out with all of our manufacturers. They're really in high demand right now due to the coronavirus pandemic, but these are great products that can really cut down on the germs and bacteria that could spread within your own household.
From RHD Plumbing in Stoughton, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
Ready for a change in your bathroom? With a double lifetime labor warranty, Mad City Baths is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. With premium wall patterns like Rosa Slate, River Rock, and more, your new bath, tub-to-shower conversion, or walk-in tub can be installed in as little as 1 day. Remember, final days of our spring blowout sale. Save $1,000 with interest-free financing for 2 years and a $100 gift card with purchase. But last chance to call during this program and double your savings to $2,000. Double the interest-free financing and double your bonus to a $200 gift card with purchase. Plus, double your gift to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Final days from Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin. Call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Right now, we're seeing significant delays along the Beltline. We did hear a report of an accident near Park Street in the Beltline. Now, right now, my system isn't bringing that icon in, but something you might want to be mindful of on Park Street near the Beltline. Westbound, we're seeing significant delays after Park Street. Eastbound, those delays really pick up after John Nolan and continue all the way past 51, almost towards the interstate right now. 51 also seeing those delays southbound. So an evening where a lot of folks are, I think, moving a little slower than usual along the roads. From Janesville to the Beltline, we're still at 26 minutes. 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton this evening, and Sun Prairie to downtown, sitting closer to 9 minutes for us right now. That's a quick look at traffic.
Thank you, Dana. Finally, a flying car, but not exactly what we had in mind. A sleeping Missouri couple had the ultimate rude awakening when an out-of-control vehicle went airborne and crashed through the roof of their home, landing just feet from their bed. The fire chief says after the driver lost control, the car hit a fence, catapulting it onto the home's roof, where it came crashing down into the first-floor master bathroom. Amazingly, neither the sleeping homeowners nor the people in the car were injured.
Thank goodness.
That'll wake you up. Well, the U.S. is hitting a vaccination milestone today, with half of American adults now fully vaccinated.
With the holiday weekend approaching, many will be gathering with friends and family, and some of them will be mask-free. UW Health's Dr. Matt Anderson joins us today. Hi, Dr. Anderson. Welcome to Live at 4.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. So everybody, this is the unofficial start of summer. People will be gathering with friends and family. Is it okay to ask your guests if they've been vaccinated?
Yeah, I think the key thing over the weekend is going to make sure and be that for people who are unvaccinated and, having that conversation, outdoor activities are going to be the safest thing to do. Indoor activities being masked, but really, hopefully we'll have a great weather forecast and we'll be able to get outside and do those things for those individuals who are in that situation.
So if you're outside, it's pretty safe to be with people close.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, unless you're in really tight, dense, areas, which most of these parties are not necessarily going to be, outside is a relatively safe activity. And so we definitely encourage people who aren't vaccinated to really strongly consider that, but it's pretty safe at this point.
What if people in your party include unvaccinated people, like families with children under 12 who aren't able to get vaccinated yet? Should you be wearing masks when you're in mixed company?
Certainly that would be the case indoors. I think outdoors, where you can distance and the kids can be out doing things, like a slower risk situation, I think that affords some extra opportunities to be more normal, so to speak. But indoors, absolutely, unvaccinated individuals or interacting with unvaccinated individuals, the ideal scenario there, especially where you're mixing multiple families, would be to wear a mask.
Let's talk about the vaccination rate. The U.S. now at 50% of people fully vaccinated. How significant is that?
I think it's huge. I think we're seeing that in Dane County now, reaping the fruit of our labor from vaccinations. You see the case counts going down. That protects those people who have been vaccinated, but it also protects those who aren't immune or haven't been vaccinated at the same time. So it's a great threshold. Hopefully we're going to keep going and see that get even better.
If a fully vaccinated person is exposed to a variant, will they still show symptoms? We're hearing from several people who have been fully vaccinated 2 weeks out from their second shot and then have tested positive for COVID. And one emailed us just recently and said she lost her taste and smell. So why is that happening if people are fully vaccinated?
We've always had the knowledge that we're going to be some small number of breakthrough cases. We saw that in the trials. We've seen that certainly in practice. So the vaccines are not 100% effective. They're highly effective and they're very, very good at preventing severe illness. But we know that in some cases, people are having breakthrough infections and that they may have some symptoms or they may not have symptoms. And we know that the asymptomatic cases occur as well.
So are they contagious to other people?
Potentially, yes. I think that's one of the risk benefits, going forward. And that's why, as you think about who you're interacting with and that they're around unvaccinated individuals, there's not a zero risk scenario there. So it really gets down to practicalities, understanding what the risk benefits are and who you're interacting with.
Moderna announced today that its COVID, they're applying for emergency use authorization for their vaccine for children under 12. How significant would that be, do you think?
I think it's really helpful. I think we're in a pretty good supply situation compared to the demand that we have right now. But when you think about having redundancy in the number of vaccines available and a supply standpoint going forward, I think it's obviously very positive. So really excited about that and the opportunity to have more options as far as supply.
We hear about the herd immunity all the time. Is that going to be a reality at some point?
I think that what we're going to see is we're going to hopefully see continued increase percentages on vaccinations, which is going to reduce our counts in cases and spread. So herd immunity is never going to be like an on-off switch. So I think we're going to see a gradual progression, and I hope that we get there. I'm optimistic that we can, but it's going to require continuing to vaccinate people and getting those younger age populations vaccinated in the future as well.
The mask mandate here in Dane County won't end until June 2nd, but what is your best guidance for people as we head into this holiday weekend, vaccinated or not?
I think hopefully people are being, smart and thinking about what their risk is, who are they with, and so on and so forth. We are getting much closer to being back more towards normal. Case counts are down. I think that's really encouraging for us. So I think more than anything, I think it's just knowing the situation and the surroundings, understanding that there's no zero risk situation, but there are many situations interacting with only vaccinated people, being outside in mixed company and such. That really are safe, and hopefully people can really enjoy that time and be together.
Yep. Be safe and careful, but enjoy the holiday as well. Doctor, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get up to 18% of MSRP cash back on select 2021 models. That's over $4,700 cash back on this Equinox. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
This is Connie Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. While things have changed, it's still necessary for families to stay connected. And when it comes to the loss of a loved one, it's important to process and grieve and honor your loved one in a way that keeps everyone safe. We're doing this through intimate services and private virtual streaming so your family can be part of the service no matter where they are. Ryan Funeral Homes are here with your safety in mind and compassionate care in your time of need.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call out Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Hi, folks. Wednesday on News 3 Now this morning, meet a woman in the 608 who started a small business right out of her garage. And we're looking ahead to your Memorial Day weekend forecast. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
Join me virtually June 23rd as we live stream the American Cancer Society's 14th annual Coaches vs. Cancer Wisconsin Gala on the rooftop of Monona Terrace. Join Bo Ryan and others as we celebrate our fan of the year, Rob Andringa, and his family. For more details, go to coachesversuscancerwisconsin.org.
Here's a look at our radar loop over the last 3 hours. I do want to take a little closer note right now just on Rock County and parts of the Monroe area, even stretching into parts of Greene County, actually, and Brodhead seeing some heavier showers. If we turn on this little lightning indicator, you can see a lot of that lightning staying to the south. So it doesn't look like a strong thunderstorm, but certainly some heavier rain along this with Monroe and stretching up towards Evansville. So this is going to, of course, continue to travel northeast. So parts of Janesville and Rock County will be dealing with this shortly as it's starting to enter the very southern edge of Greene County. The stronger thunderstorms still swell to the northwest, where we have severe thunderstorm warnings stretching just to the south of Eau Claire. It's well out of our area, but we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for much of the state until 10 o'clock. That does include Juneau and Adams counties. We'll be right back.
About $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
If you have moderate to severe psoriasis or psoriatic arthritis, little things can become your big moment. That's why there's Otezla. Otezla is not an injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats differently. For psoriasis, 75% clearer skin is achievable with reduced redness, thickness, and scaliness of plaques. For psoriatic arthritis, Otezla is proven to reduce joint swelling, tenderness, and pain, and the Otezla prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
You know your gutters are full of gunk, and you know you need to deal with it eventually. With LeafGuard, you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how LeafGuard's patented design channels rainwater into your gutters while leaves, seeds, and other debris just roll off, leaving them clog-free, guaranteed.
We looked at several different types of gutters, and we knew that we had problems with leaves. We have lots of trees around our house, and I'm the one who goes and cleans out the gutters, and I wanted to eliminate that hassle in the fall of cleaning the gutters, and LeafGuard has done a wonderful job.
Love to hear that. Right now, your LeafGuard brand gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your LeafGuard purchase. Call now to set up a free estimate.
In today's Final Touch, the famed Savoy Hotel in London has finally reopened after a long lockdown.
The owners have spruced up the luxury premises to resemble the roaring 20s to herald in a new era of decadence. For many, a bartender whipping up a signature cocktail in luxurious surroundings after successive months in lockdown is a sight for sore eyes. The historic hotel has installed